Hey, this is Fafa Pico. You're watching Talk Doop with Ryan.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on Talk Doop with Ryan. Today I'll be previewing the Union's match versus the Montreal Impact tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Some notable storylines going into this game. Union have some key players that are not going to be available, but so do Montreal, and we'll get to that later. But tomorrow will be, I'd say, a big day in Union history because it will be the first ever doubleheader between the Union and Bethlehem Steel. So the Union are playing at 1, the Steel are playing at 4. Something that's new from the Union. I'm really curious to see how many people stay for that. I think I might stay for a little bit, but I don't know if I'm going to stay for the whole game. But it will be very interesting to see, what the reaction is to the Steel, if people are interested. I say if there's a good result for the Union, then maybe people will stay for the Steel. But we'll see how that goes. Obviously, I think tomorrow I'm thinking about doing a vlog type video, Union game day experience. So keep your eyes peeled for that video. So breaking the Union down, kind of a rough week for the Union because Marco Fabian and Austin Trusty are going to be out for this game. So that LA Galaxy game was kind of bad. Lots that went wrong in that game, including Marco Fabian picking up an ankle injury. He is pretty sharp, however. I do see him, training, working, still keeping fit, working out in the Union's little weight room they have there down at the Power Training Complex. So that's very optimistic to see that Marco is still keeping fit and active during his brief ankle injury. Expect him to be back next week. Austin Trusty, on the other hand, unfortunately got a red card against LA. Really, really cheap. But, with pro referee, whatever their union of referees is called, pro referees. You never know what you're going to get every game. So it's a shame for Austin because he's been playing pretty well, I think. But we'll see Mark McKenzie get his first start of the year. Very, very excited to see him play. Really like the way he played last year, so that's very good for him. But the Montreal Impact are missing one of their most key players, and that is Ignacio Piatti. Ignacio Piatti leads the team in goals with 3, tied with Safir Tadir. But Ignacio Piatti has absolutely teared the Union up in his brief couple years here in MLS. He has scored so many goals against us. I'm really, really glad we don't have to defend him. His speed always got past Ray Gaddis, unfortunately, because Ray is a very speedy kind of guy. Expect Ray to get another start tomorrow as well. But yeah, very glad to see Ignacio Piatti ruled out for this game. Also, Montreal does have a pretty decent offensive team. Maximiliano Urruti coming over from FC Dallas last year. I think he's a very solid goal scorer. I'm not exactly thrilled to have to defend him tomorrow, but I think Mark McKenzie and Jack Elliott will be able to shut him down pretty well. Harry Navillo scored his first MLS goal, in place of Ignacio Piatti last week. So it was a pretty nice strike from outside the 18, so just got to keep an eye out for him as well. Just some notable guys. Harry Navillo, as I said, and Maximiliano Urruti. Their offense isn't great, I must say, but I personally think their defense is atrocious. They conceded 7 goals against Sporting KC. Really, really surprising that they gave a clean sheet to the Columbus Crew last week. But seriously, if you watch the highlights or even watch the game, there was a ton of chances for Columbus that they really didn't capitalize on. Goalkeeper Evan Bush made a lot of good saves. Defense kind of has some clearances off the line, but they really concede a lot of turnovers, a lot of through balls getting through. So I think for the Union, because the Montreal Impact do not defend very well, I think that you should go a common Fafa for this game. Burke, I love Corey Burke, but he is just not fast enough or skilled enough, I think, sometimes to play in MLS. I think he's a very good finisher, But sometimes he just doesn't look like he's, skilled enough to get past some players. So I think for this game, just because the speed of the Montreal center backs is not great, I think David Comm and Fafa would look very good paired up top. And in place of Marco Fabian, we will likely be seeing Brendan Aronson push up to the 10, while Jamiro Montero, Alejandro Bedoya, and Harris Nugent sit back. In terms of the back line, Kai Wagner has been very, very good this year. Mark McKenzie in place of the suspended Austin Trusty. Jack Elliott, been looking very, very good this year. Ray Gaddis and Andre Blake. So, I mean, this is going to be a very good game, I think. Hopefully the Union come out on top. I'm confident that the Union will get a decent result tomorrow. Sergio Santos looks to be questionable, but I do not expect him to play. But what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. Will the Union pick up a result tomorrow? I really, really hope so. It'll be great to see the boys pick up a result after that tough game against the Galaxy last week. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Follow me on Twitter at TalkDoop. And I will see you next time on Talk Doop.
I'm Alejandro Bedoya, and you're watching Talk Doop with Ryan.
Let's go, man.
Good, how are you?
Doop, doop.